What's happening, guys? Welcome back to Rivera Urban Homestead. It's Saturday, December 18th. Let's go out to the garden. I want to show you what I need to do this weekend. So as you can see, the kales are growing really good. So it is time to do a nice harvest. I'm going to harvest the outer leaves of the plants and just let the inners keep growing. That way we can harvest multiple times throughout the season. The carrots are doing amazing. They're really starting to fill in. Daikon radish up on top are looking awesome. We're finally getting those beets to start rooting in. See that? They're doing good. And we're also going to harvest bok choy outer leaves. The purple bok choys, we're going to harvest some of them. We got to pull those radishes because they are ready to come out of the ground, and we can replant more radishes right after that. And we got these lettuces here that we need to harvest some of that. So we're going to definitely have a good salad this weekend. Also, the new lettuces that we just planted in this micro plot are already growing. Not seeing too much action on the onions. Those kind of take a little while longer. Look at this, cucumbers. We're getting some flowers under there. Everything's looking pretty good so far with them. This is normally the time when I start losing my cucumber plants. They start getting mold and dying, but we'll see. Another thing we can harvest is some of those tomatoes. Look at these beautiful Praxis cherry tomatoes. They look awesome. And we got so many on the plant. Crazy. Got to harvest some of those. And then there's a couple back in there. There's a couple of red ones back in there. We're going to harvest off of that Praxis cherry. And this tomato plant is not ready to harvest yet, but man, we're getting some big old tomatoes on there. This one down here is getting ready. It's getting there. Got quite a few tomatoes right there. Look at them. Awesome. Cherokee purples. Over here as well, there's tons of tomatoes. Not ready to harvest, but some of them are starting to change colors. And we're getting more baby tomatoes right here. So, good deal. These tomato plants are doing pretty dang good for me for December. Loaded with little tomatoes. Broccoli plants are starting to look really good. They're starting to take off pretty good. Look at these tomato plants. They're starting to flower in here. And these are just those wild tomatoes I didn't even plant. So this bed is really just taking off. And that's the new bed too. So I'm pretty impressed with it. Another tomato plant. Heck yeah. That's looking good. Boy, this bok choy is awesome. Look at the beautiful leaves. So yummy looking. Wow, this bed is really looking amazing, guys. Love it. Let's walk around this crazy big plant. Man, I tell you what, the bees just love this thing. Oh, look at my pretty orchids. Getting more bulbs on this one. Excuse me, I could barely get through between the orchids and this big plant. It's hard to even walk through my walkway now. It's very narrow. Okay, so I just watered this bed in. So what we're going to do is we're going to just let it sit tonight. Tomorrow morning we'll get up kind of early and we'll get out here and do our harvest. I don't like to harvest midday. We'll let it replenish the waters in it and then we'll harvest in the morning. Hi baby, how are you? I'm coming back in a minute. We're going to watch some Saturday football. The Barbados cherry is just an amazing specimen now. It has really grown into itself. It's like a hedge almost. There's a thick old bush. Me and Tyler went to the eye doctor today. He needs glasses, so we picked out 2 pairs. We get to pick them up tomorrow for him. What you playing?
I'm playing a different game.
Yeah, today we're just lazying around, man. Just lazying around. Mama's out doing some shopping. Me and Ty went to the eye doctor. That's it. Relaxing. So I'll see y'all in the morning. Ooh, my brother and his wife and kids will be back down on Wednesday or Thursday. So we'll move the camper back out here, get it all set up, and before you know it, there'll be a bunch of Rugrats running around again for Christmas. Oh yeah. You know what? Before we're done for the day today, let's grab 2 of these beautiful tomatoes. Tyler loves tomatoes, so Let's see what he thinks of the Praxis cherry. Say hi to everyone.
Hi everybody, my name's Tyler Rivera if you don't know.
Tyler Rivera if you don't know. And we are about to try the Praxis cherry tomatoes. You ready?
Really yummy, oh my god.
That's a very big flavor, huh? Very old school tomato. Really
Gets the taste buds.
really gets the taste buds going, Ty said.
Gets the taste buds.
Good deal. Success. Awesome. See you tomorrow when we harvest and probably do some weeding. Okay guys, in just a few weeks after we planted this bed, it is now time to harvest. Oh yeah, we got some kales to harvest. We got the bok choys over there to harvest, some lettuces. Let's get to it. All I'm using is a big old bowl and a pair of scissors, and I'm just going to take the outer stuff off, the bigger stuff, just like that, and just work my way around, taking off some of the bigger outer ones. And that'll free up some room in there too for the littler ones to get bigger. Such a beautiful morning. It's pretty cloudy out, but it just feels nice out here. This is the red Russian kale, so we got plenty of that. Let's go over to the dinosaur kale next. And again, I'm just taking the bigger leaves and we'll leave the little ones to grow more. If you let this lettuce grow, it'll make a ball like a regular lettuce head you buy at the store. But I'm using it as leaf lettuce, so we just, again, cut the outer stuff of each plant. Just have some leaves to eat. And then the middles will regrow more. We just take off the bigger outer areas. Alright, that's awesome. One other thing I'm going to do while I'm in this bed is weed it, because there is a lot of weeds. And again, we just drop them right where they are. Let's move over to the next lettuce. That one's pretty cool looking. It got a little dirt on there from when I was weeding, but that's alright. We're going to wash everything off. No biggie. Big ones. And you can harvest this stuff whenever you want. I had a few people ask, why aren't you harvesting yet? I just wanted it to get a little bit bigger. This lettuce right here was just a mixture of seeds. So there's all kinds of different ones in here. These red sails are pretty. We'll do some of this purple bok choy next, but let me get these weeds out of here. So nice being out here. Birds are singing. It's all quiet. Most of the people are still in their houses chilling. And I'm out here harvesting. In our urban homestead. Look at that. Yep, so you just go around, harvest a little off of each plant. They keep growing, you keep coming out and harvesting. It's a win-win. More purples here. I tell you what, these purple bok choy are just awesome looking leaves. Look at that. Just beautiful. I love the different colors in them. Moving down the list, now we got the green bok choy. Yeah, the bok choys are just beautiful plants. Look at that, beautiful white stalk, nice green leaves, really good. Awesome. There's still so much to harvest, but I don't need any more right now, so that's it. I'm done. Take a couple of these in for the rabbits, or for the rabbit. Oh yeah, of course we got to harvest these tomatoes. Oh yeah. Let's get in here and harvest this Cherokee purple. Oh yeah, it came right off. Look at the size of that one. Beautiful. Beautiful. I almost forgot one more thing that's ready to harvest. Wow, that's a big old radish right there. There's one. This is a different kind. This is like either the French breakfast or the watermelon. I'm not sure. Let's see. That one's ready to come out. That one's ready to come out. And that one, we'll leave the rest. So, got a couple radishes also. Look at that. Alright, this is awesome. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spread it all out. That way we can just see what we got out of all of them little micro plots. This is a lot of salad though. That is going to be good. I'll be eating that throughout the week at work. Heck yeah. Alright, so here's the rundown. Bunch of red Russian kale, obviously. We got a little bit of the dinosaur kale. That isn't blowing up as good right now, I think, because the Dakan radish is shading it out a little. But that's alright. A whole heap and pile of different lettuces. Tom Thumb. I don't even remember what other ones. The red sails. There was a couple others. And then, of course, our tomatoes. I harvested this little guy yesterday. These are the Cherokee purples. And then these are the Praxis cherries. Purple bok choy. Green bok choy. Icicle radishes. And there's one French breakfast in there. Ty, what do you think of all this?
It's quite a lot, and these look like eggs.
They're white icicle radishes. Alright, let's get to processing. Alright, first thing we're going to do is process the red Russian kale. All you do is grab the stem and just kind of pull it off. And you keep the lettuce, and then we'll put the stems in the compost. And they come off pretty easy. See that? This one doesn't even have a stem. We'll just break it up a little. Manageable bite sizes. So yeah, just break it up. Rip the stem out. Okay, so in here we got all of the red Russian kale and the dinosaur kale, just kind of chopped up, de-stemmed, cut up into manageable pieces to eat, some of them. And we'll just do a little cleaning. Let that bowl fill up, just kind of soak it for a second. Okay, once I give it a little bath, just drain it. I have this handy dandy salad spinner. Put that in there. We can fit it all in there, why not? Spins all the water out of it. Give it one more. Nice. And I have another bowl for all the washed, dried stuff. With the bok choy, I just break it up. Break it up into bite size. I'll eat that white stem. They're really good. So we just break them up, get it processed. If you want to take the stems out, you can. See, like that, you can just do that. Put those in the compost, feed them to the rabbit, chickens, whatever. And then with the more delicate leaf lettuces, I just kind of rip them up a little, do a gentle washing, and that's it. Then we'll mix it all together. So I'm going to finish processing this, and I'll be back in a little bit. Anyway, with the radishes, I'm just breaking them off. You can cook the tops if you want. I'm just going to put them out with the chickens. They can mess with them. Along with the kale stems. Radishes we'll just chop up and eat with the salad. So there you go. This was our harvest for the day. Everything is cleaned, dried, mixed together. This is going to be a very fresh, amazing salad. Now, how do I store it? Get a gallon Ziploc bag. This is how I do it in my conditions in my refrigerator. It works best this way. I take a paper towel, line one side of the bag with it, and it'll just keep the moisture and the humidity down so they don't get moldy. And then just load it up. Woo, we may need 2 bags. Bam. And for all my hard work, you get bacon at the end.
It's yummy.
Alright, so here's that little Cherokee purple. Look at how beautiful it looks inside. Let's have Tyler taste test this tomato. Take a good bite. This one's really robust in flavor.
I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
Big 10 out of 10. I think Daddy gives it a 100 out of 100. I give it a 10 out of 10.
All right, everyone, that's going to be a wrap for this Sunday. I have to go take Tyler to get his eyeglasses. He went to the doctor yesterday, and he's blind like all of us, so he needs to get glasses for the first time. It'll be good. He'll be able to see better at school, so that's good. We have to run to Tractor Supply, get chicken feed. I got to go to the pet store and get rabbit food, so got some running around to do before football starts. And but that's it. Harvested, processed. We have a ton of salad for the week, and by next weekend I bet I can do the same thing again. Just continually harvest the outsides of the plants. They continue to grow. Man, it's a nice little bed right there. That bed is full of some goodness, and those salads are gonna taste great. So anyway, get out there and garden, even if it's little micro plots. You have room, even in a pot. Do it. We'll see you next weekend.